Power dynamics. The terrain of communication is vast and complex, and throughout this exploration, we've sought to understand its intricacies by employing a deep, deliberate, edifying, encouraging, and prophetic approach. Yet, there's an undercurrent that subtly and profoundly impacts this landscape: power dynamics. Frequently overlooked and under-acknowledged, power disparities can erect barriers to communication and foster an atmosphere of oppression. The affluent and powerful often exist within an echo chamber, insulated by privilege and disconnected from the realities faced by those less fortunate. This disconnectedness distorts the deliberative element of deep communication. In a world framed by privilege, the voices of the marginalized are frequently drowned out, their struggles obscured, as was evident in the times of Martin Luther King Jr. Yet, like King, it's possible to challenge these dynamics, to bring the issues of the marginalized to the fore, and to initiate deliberate, meaningful conversations. Edification, another pillar of deep flow communication, can similarly be compromised by unbalanced power dynamics. When authority is wielded without sensitivity, it can engender an environment of fear and stifle growth. Yet figures like Mother Teresa, devoid of conventional power, showed us that the capacity to uplift isn't determined by one's position on the societal ladder. Instead, it comes from the ability to empathize and connect with those around us. The spirit of encouragement, the third cornerstone, often wanes under oppressive power structures. Fear of reprisal can stifle expression and hinder the flow of encouragement. But individuals like Nelson Mandela remind us that encouragement can take root even in the most oppressive environments. His undying spirit in prison is a testament to the resilience of encouragement in the face of adversity. Power dynamics can also inhibit prophetic communication. Those privileged and in power are often entrenched in maintaining the status quo, resistant to visions of change. Yet, as shown by figures like Gandhi, it is these visions that can upset the balance of power and create avenues for transformative change. Remember, power in and of itself is not malevolent. Recognizing its existence and acknowledging its impact is crucial. If you come from a place of privilege, use this advantage to connect, understand, and uplift. This starts with recognizing your blind spots and striving to see beyond them. Be deliberate in listening to the unheard voices. Edify through understanding and empathy. Encourage by creating safe spaces for dialogue, and carry a prophetic vision of a more equitable future. With privilege comes responsibility. Don't let your position become a gilded cage that disconnects you from the realities of others. Instead, use it as a platform to foster a culture of deep flow communication, using your influence to bridge divides, not to widen them. The power you hold can either magnify the imbalances or can be used to instigate positive change. The choice is yours. The deep power in the marginalized. Now, to those often on the receiving end of power imbalances, the marginalized. Let's remember that your circumstances don't define your worth nor limits your capacity for deeply impactful communication. Your voice, your stories, your experiences, and your wisdom hold immense value, and they are desperately needed to enrich the conversations happening at every level of our societies. Deliberate communication requires courage, especially when you're the one struggling against the current. Yet, your deliberate intention to engage, to raise your voice, can puncture the walls of the privileged echo chambers, as the demonstrative voice of Rosa Parks did during segregation. Your persistent resolve is powerful. Don't let the aloofness of those in power dissuade you. To edify, you don't need an abundance of resources or an impressive title. You only need empathy, understanding, and the will to uplift others. It is often those who have weathered life's harshest storms who possess the deepest reservoirs of empathy. Use your unique experiences to edify, to build bridges, to strengthen your communities from within, as exemplified by Maya Angelou, who used her life's experiences and the power of her words to uplift and inspire. In regard to encouragement, Recognize that your journey, your resilience, and your strength are testaments of encouragement to others walking similar paths. The spirit of encouragement isn't dictated by external power, but by internal resilience. Don't underestimate your potential to inspire, to offer hope, and to embolden others. Lastly, be prophetic. Dream of a better future, envision it, and speak it into existence. Your visions matter, your hopes matter. You bring a unique perspective that can contribute significantly to the shaping of our collective future. Like Martin Luther King Jr., who dared to envision a future of equality, your prophetic voice can help reshape our world. Above all, know that the D.E.E.P approach isn't solely the domain of the privileged. It is a universal communication ethos, accessible to all, irrespective of social standing. Use it as your tool, your weapon, your salve in confronting and overcoming the challenges posed by imbalanced power dynamics. Though the path may be riddled with obstacles, don't let them deter you. Your voice, your perspective, and your experiences are necessary to cultivate a truly profound and equitable discourse. In the face of aloofness and disconnection, be the voice that calls for connectivity and understanding. Remember, the depth of your flow does not depend on your position in society, but on the richness of your heart and the resolve of your spirit.